Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, a place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I'm your host. Let's get into it. Spotify started testing Web3 wallets and integration. SEC files objection to Binance US bid for Voyager assets. I guess Binance US made a bid for Voyager. And USDC issuers circle to increase staff by up to 25% amid layoff season. I picked this article on purpose, guys, because this is what we've been saying, is that potentially USDC, Circle, etc., is getting the green light as why can't I think of the word now? As the US CBDC. And the evidence keeps leaning in that direction. This is kind of why I picked this. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's look at the market. We are at 1.106 trillion today, guys. Bitcoin dominance at 42.3%. ETH dominance at 18.4. 28 Gwei for an ETH transaction. Believe it or not, after the pullback that we had yesterday, when I woke up this morning, Bitcoin was back above 24, and we just got a pullback. So let's just look at that. I'm not going to spend too much time because you're seeing a lot of across the board leveling. Excuse me, because we were going back up and now we just pulled back as soon as I started this video. Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. This is Bitcoin on the 1 hour guys. So sorry, coffee's making me burp this morning. This is what I was talking about. We were all up in here. When I woke up around 24.5, and then as soon as I started this video, we tanked back down to 23.747 right now. Let's look at this. Let me open this up a little bit more, guys. Well, here's what's weird. We bounced. We broke below the 23.789 level. Actually, just like this. It looked, this play right here looks just like this cluster over here. But then we bounced and went back above it, and it looked like we were going. We got a trend reversal sign here, and then a little bit of a pullback, and then literally just a few minutes ago we tanked again. Now the question is, are we gonna get back above these two levels? That's what I've been saying for some time. Or are we gonna get down to that 23.452 level? I don't know, man. The market's a little odd right now for me. What I could say is that this area right around here is starting to form its own support, become its own support level, right? We might start negating this 23.876, this 23.789, and start looking at this big yellow line that I just put in. And just for fun, let's make it pink. That way we know it might not be real, as the support level. And that's fine. It's not too much below the 23.789. And what that would mean to me is a potential shakeout. You've got people with big whales trying to shake out weak hands out of the market, etc., etc. And then we continue going in that either sideways, which is what we've been doing for the last couple weeks, or up direction. Let's move on with ETH. Yeah, same thing. We just got that pullback, but ETH's not looking as bad as Bitcoin on this pullback right now. So yesterday we went all the way down to 1621, broke below it, this low volume level right in here, which I'm surprised that we didn't just tank all the way down. We held it, came back up, and now we just got this big pullback out of nowhere. So you guys know the drill. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Do your own research, trade at your own risk. Crypto is heavily volatile. I do recommend, if you are trading right now, trade conservatively, use tight stop losses, etc., etc. Let's move on to the news. Spotify started testing Web3 wallet integration. The users can access the token-enabled playlist from Overlord, Fluff, Moonbirds, and Kingship with their NFT wallets. Music streaming platform Spotify expands its Web3 efforts by testing token-enabled playlists in several key markets. Overlord, a Web3 gaming ecosystem, reported on February 22 that started the start of its partnership with Spotify. The token-enabled community curator playlist from Overlord may now be accessed via Web3 wallets of those who hold the Creeps NFT on Spotify. For now, only Android users, of course, for the United States, United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, and New Zealand can unlock the playlist. What about Apple? Hi, iPhone, help. Other participants in the 3 months pilot are Fluff, Moonbirds, and Kingship metaverse communities. While Fluff and Moonbirds didn't share any details on their partnership with the streaming service publicly, Kingship confirmed its participation in a pilot on Twitter to unlock the track list, including the hits by Queen, Missy Elliott, Snoop Dogg, and Led Zeppelin. The users should possess a Kingship key card NFT. The announcement triggered a surge of Web3 music tokens. For example, Vibrate's native token was up 33%. Other tokens such as Audius, Audio, and Rhythm's Rhythm also rose 4% and 2.5% respectively. Back in May of 2022, Spotify began testing the NFT galleries on musician profiles. Although without an option of direct purchase, it let the users preview the artist's NFTs and be redirected to the OpenSea page where they could purchase the items. The music market remains one of the blooming areas of crypto adoption. In late January, Value for Value podcasting platform Fountain announced a partnership with Zebedee to enable Bitcoin micropayments for podcast listeners. In February, royalty rights from Rihanna's hit 2015 song "Bitch Better Have My Money" has been offered as part of a collection of 300 NFTs. Yeah, just more adoption, guys. If you thought NFTs were dead, you are sadly mistaken. The reason why I chose this article just shows more of mainstream adoption of crypto and blockchain, etc., etc. So it's cool to see it happen. And with the NFT thing, it's something that's been said for quite some time that the NFTs are going to be what the mainstream adoption and onboarding are going to look like because of the simplicity of it and the novelty of it, right? People like to collect shit, man. It just is what it is. Let's move on. SEC files objection to Binance US bid for Voyager assets. The SEC has moved to bar final approval of Binance's US $1 billion bid for assets belonging to bankrupt crypto lending firm Voyager Digital. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, the Shitty C, has objected to Binance US move to acquire over $1 billion of assets belonging to the defunct crypto lending firm Voyager Digital. According to February 22 filing submitted to the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in Southern District of New York, the SEC believes that certain elements of the asset restructuring plan of Binance US acquisition could breach securities laws. Which are they, or which are what? What are the securities laws, guys? Could you let us know so we can continue moving on? The SEC is formally investigating whether Binance US and related debtors violated anti-fraud registration and other provisions of federal security laws. The SEC noted particular concern around security of assets through the planned acquisition. The SEC argues information provided in the planned purchase of Voyager assets fails to adequately outline whether Binance US or affiliated third parties will have access to customer wallet keys or control over anyone with access to such wallets. Furthermore, the filing notes insufficient provision of safeguards to ensure that customer assets are not transferred off the Binance US platform. The SEC also argues that Binance US has not declared internal controls and practices ensuring the safety of customer assets. The SEC is calling for Binance US to address these issues by providing information regarding who has access to customer assets and the necessary controls after the deal is finalized. The SEC particularly focused on part of Binance US initial plan to disclose statement for its Voyager bid. The company will retain the right to sell cryptocurrency belonging to Voyager to distribute to account holders, which is the main point of concern for the U.S. regulator. However, debtors Binance US have yet to demonstrate that they would be able to conduct such sales in compliance with the federal securities laws. According to the filing, various cryptocurrency transactions will need to take place to rebalance funds for redistribution to account holders, which the SEC believes may violate sections of its Securities Act. The regulator argues that the disclosure statement provided by Binance US and other debtors does not address the possibility of these transactions being unlawful. It's believed that this possibility could impact the estimated 51% recovery of funds that will be paid out to account holders and claimants of Voyager. A footnote of the filing highlights the potential of Voyager buying and selling certain digital assets to rebalance asset holdings. The SEC flags the potential sale of VGX tokens that are issued by Voyager, which may constitute the unregistered offer or sale of securities under the federal law. The SEC also notes that Binance US could be acting as an exchange under existing Exchange Act laws, which is prohibited to do without the necessary registration as a national securities exchange or exemption from doing so. The filing highlight concerns over the lawfulness and overall ability to carry out planned asset restructuring through the acquisition and questions whether Voyager debtors will be able to recoup some of their assets following bankruptcy of the firm. Creditors and stakeholders are entitled to know whether this transaction provides them a meaningful economic benefit or whether it's just a $20 million sale of Voyager's customers' lists to Binance US. As Cointelegraph previously reported, Binance is looking to remedy previous regulatory and law enforcement investigations in the U.S. The firm is facing the possibility of fines relating to previous compliance issues. Binance is also dealing with regulatory action towards Paxos, which is responsible for issuing Binance's US dollar-backed BUSD stablecoin. The New York Department of Financial Services, NYDFS, ordered the firm to stop minting BUSD. Well, we read that last week. Paxos has encountered claims from the SEC that BUSD is a security, which that's just what they do, and they hope a judge votes in their favor. After receiving a Wells notice from the regulator for failing to register the token as yeah, all the same garbage, guys. I don't know. It's a lot of lawyer speak. I think it's just more bullshit. The SEC is stepping in to try and, overreach, basically, of the SEC. Let me know what you think. Comments down below if you care. All right. Last but not least, USDC issuer Circle to increase staff by up to 25% amid layoff season. The plan to expand its workforce comes just months after it mutually called off its plans to go public via a SPAC merger. USDC issuer Circle plans to increase its workforce by 15 to 25% in 2023 amid a sea of layoffs across the industry, reported the Wall Street Journal. When a significant chunk of industry-wide firms is laying off staff to mitigate their financial woes, Circle has gone against the tide to hire more people. 41% of all layoffs in 2023 came from the cryptocurrency industry. Major cryptocurrency firms that made significant employee cuts include Polygon, Chainalysis, Bittrex, Huobi, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Gemini, Genesis, and Wire. A significant factor behind crypto companies reducing workforces was the prolonged crypto winter and several crypto implosions that wiped out billions from the balance sheets of numerous associated companies. However, the large-scale crypto industry layoffs were not in isolation. Around 48,000 people were let go from just 4 companies in January: Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Salesforce. The decision to increase its workforce for Circle comes just months after canceling its public debut. In December of 2022, Circle mutually terminated its plans to go public with the special purpose acquisition company SPAC, Concord Acquisition. The deal was announced in July of 2021 with a preliminary evaluation of $4.5 billion, and was then amended in February of 2022 when Circle's valuation ballooned to $9 billion. Yeah, that's a significant jump. Circle's chief financial officer, Jeremy Fox Green, said that they still intend to go public, but are waiting for better market conditions. He added that the crypto industry needs more distance from the Terra and FTX implosion for public market investors to reevaluate the future of digital asset businesses. By the end of 2022, the stablecoin issuer had roughly 900 employees, with plans to increase the headcount by 135 to 225 in 2023. However, the staff numbers are growing slower than they did in 2022, when the headcount more than doubled from 2021. Circle issued USDC is currently second largest stablecoin behind Tether, with a market cap of $42 billion. Yeah, not a lot of information there. Okay, so again, the reason why I brought this up is because I think this is just more, more light on the fact that the SEC and everything is green lighting, Circle and USDC, as, why can't I get the words out of my mouth today, Shepard? As the US CBDC, and that's why I brought this up. The more stuff like this I see, I'm gonna let you guys know about, because it just looks like it's gonna go that way. That's what we're seeing. Also, before I finish up today, there is rumor Coinbase has got some big news that are dropping today. Rumored that they're dropping their own chain. Who knows what that will mean for Coinbase, and what they're even going to do with it. I don't know, but keep your guys' eye on Coinbase for some potential news. Let's see what happens. Outside of that, look at the market one last time before I get out of here, and we are bouncing right off of that red line. That seems to be the new support. Hopefully it holds that 23,629 pink, light red, whatever you want to call it, our pink line, guys. If that doesn't hold, we're looking at 23,452 to hold, and if that doesn't, I'm looking at 22,738. If we don't cascade all the way back down to said 21 level. Something to think about. All right, y'all. Per usual, if you do enjoy me fumbling over words and not being able to talk every morning, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell for notification. Watch the videos, like the videos, subscribe, share the videos, all the things. And I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I'm out of here.